I was sitting at my desk one day and I was just struck by the fact that as an entrepreneur, you're different from so many people. You know, you can feel it sometimes in the isolation. You can feel it in the way that you have to be self-directed and self-motivated. But entrepreneurs are really magic because you're creating something out of nothing. You know, you literally have the chance to change the way that people are living their lives and come up with something that no one's thought about before. And that's amazing. You know, you can generate the change in the world. No one, I'm assuming for most of you that no one's told you you need to be an entrepreneur. I know my parents didn't, because it's a very risky, it's a more risky endeavor than going to work in banking or for a large corporation. So you've chosen this path that's really self-directed. You're going to learn things quickly that other people take decades to learn. Like, it's really amazing. You're going to learn these things so fast. And you immediately level yourself up to the C-suite. I mean, at first it's going to feel a bit like imposter syndrome and that you can't own that title. But as you grow your company and lead it through all the stages of having a company and growth, you are, and you need to own it, you are, you know, an executive, right? So while you're in this situation, you have a lot of power and a lot of ability that most people don't take the time to take a step back and say, hey, what am I creating? Other than my product and my service, my product or my service, what impact am I going to have? Or what impact is my company going to have in the world? And if you take the time to think about this prior to solidifying your team, your founding team, prior to making key decisions on raising money and what investors you want to go after, prior to, you know, hiring your first hire, it will make a lot of things go easier. And it can also motivate you. It will motivate your team and will get you and your founders or your co-founding team on the same page. So when you're starting, you're going to brace the zero, right? It's amazing, the silence when you're starting a new company. No one's emailing you on your new email address. You send things out, you don't hear back. Nobody knows what you're doing, you know, and no one's telling you what to do. No one's telling you how to do it. You've got to figure it out yourself. So there's a lot of freedom there. And you can really, yeah, you have to learn things, right? Learn things on your own, find mentors, find advisors, but you can make the choice, right? You can make the choice to have your company have a strongly guided mission to leave the world better for the very impact of your company, or you don't have to worry about that. And there's, you know, listen, there's no judgment there. You can go either way. You can choose to have diversity of thought, diversity of people, diversity of age, diversity of sex as an important thing to your company, or not. You know, you can choose to make a product that's sustainable or not. You know, there's all these different choices you can look at along the way to wanting to make a lot of money. You also need to figure out for yourself your own schedule, how you want to manage people, and how you want to make sure that you're fit for doing the work that you need to do. But ultimately, it's all up to you, and you've got to make the things happen. So you can have a great impact that you choose. So you really need to think, regardless of what your company is, what is the change you want to make happen in the world? Things to think about when you're getting started is, you know, what's your end game? If you're raising money, your end game needs to be a big, fancy, exciting exit with lots of dollars. That's typically the end game. But, you know, what's your personal end game? And what do you want your company to stand for? What kind of culture do you want to lead? Do you want to be working 100 hours a week in 10 years? Do you want people to have more balanced, sustainable lives? Or do you want that hard driving culture? You know, how do you want to do your partnerships with outside companies that you collaborate with or partner with? These are all really serious questions that are philosophical questions for founders. And you want to make sure that everyone on your team is in line with this.